All right. Hello, everybody. First, I want to apologize to if there was a confusion, but kind of like I've wrote that's going to be some videos in Bulgarian, and I want to give you kind of like a heads up for um, planning those videos to be with him. His name is Nuri. He's kind of like so much into spirituality, but also in the twin flames. And to redo it in English, the one video was about anger, and then while we're doing a video for the anger, he came in with the energy and idea to do something about video about twin flames. And I will be involved to help with translations and times for it. And I want to apologize if you kind of like clicked and you find out there was Bulgarian language, and kind of like want to say I'm sorry to you guys. But that's how the things are. Trying to satisfy everybody. I have another channel there. It's a Astroviber, but it's got like 90 subscribers, and most of people will not know this channel. I have to work on it on this channel to promote that channel, and you guys can be there to watch the astrology things. So, or do something, maybe a new channel that it's only for Bulgarians. I don't know, but I gotta wait to this whole thing finished. But what I'm talking to here right now, it's hi Ray. Thank you for being here. Thank you for everyone being here. We are going to talk about the astrology report, and then I'm going to make an additional video right after. We are going to talk about the specific moment of this lunar eclipse. Okay, because into the lunar eclipse, there's going to be some very tight, specific energy that I'm going to go through it. Basically, astrology report's going to be for the week. Josh reporting in. Hi, Josh. Thank you for being here. I also posted there's a message, kind of like what the times to be. I think like 3 o'clock. That's a 7 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock somewhere in the United States. So kind of like balance it, and between the people from India as well. So there is some people that worked on it. But talking about astrology, or I was just having a talk with someone, asked me, "Dio, should I start a new business?" You need to understand that during a Mercury retrograde, don't start anything new. You have a review of the issues, review of the situations, review of the things, rethought process. Okay, so you can learn the things before you redo the things. So basically, the messages that will coming from the letter Z first, and by the end of the retrograde, you're gonna go back into the alphabet, and it's gonna be the letter A. While when Mercury turns direct, you're going to work of the letter A and go back all the way to the letter Z. All right. And a lot of the people making the mistakes, they're getting the message right now at the form of the letter Z, and they act on it. And then they haven't learned the whole thing. They haven't seen the whole puzzle of Mercury retrograde, for the power of the retrograde energy. And they're like, everything goes wrong. That's the one reason that goes wrong, is that understanding. Andy Robin, hi Dio. It's 9:30 p.m. Sunday here in South Australia. Thank you, Andy. I love Australia, and I have a plan. Maybe next year, I will go first to India, and from India, I'm going to take the plane and going straight down in Australia. It is on my bucket list. Okay. Bucket list. This has been in my list for years, but that COVID crap, kind of like destroys all this stuff. And glad to have you here. And thank you for coming to the chat to say hi. So, talking about the astrology reports right now, this upcoming week, as the energies right now, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but I'm going to make it for you to see it. Let's see. There we go. I have to lower the brightness up here. As you see it, that's the current energies right now. So we have a lot of things to go on right now up in the sky, but also in life. Hi, Maria from Canada. Thank you for being here, guys. I really appreciate you. I kind of like. It's a good energy when we are all kind of like together and talking about the same things. It is. It's maybe it's a little group, but the amount of things and the energy that goes on while I'm alive here, the energy is pretty good, and got this confirmation from people that they connected to me, and the people who wanted an astrology reading, they're like, thank you. That's what this is, and thank you for being here because you're supporting my channel that way, and I want to say thank you. So what's going on right now? We have the moon is in Scorpio. What the Scorpio is, if you watch the astrology, that has to do a lot with your material things and situations with others, a relationship in the material world with others. That has to do that if something is true, it's better being true. Scorpio has the intensity to go and dive deep, but also the negative side of the Scorpio is that the secrets, the hidden agenda, the manipulations, everything is there in that Scorpio for. So it's up to you, the people, what kind of part of the Scorpio they want to choose. Okay, because sometimes if they choose the one or the other, or they choose both and they operate with the both, then you don't know what you expect. Okay, but now the moon is there, and we are going to have a lunar eclipse there, which is I'm going to be talking specifically. I made a screenshot for specifically of the time of the lunar eclipse. That's the time when the sun and the moon, they're totally on opposite side of each other. You will see the screenshot. You will understand what really is going on, and I'm going to dive in deep. But that is the current moment. The moon, it's affecting the sun. It's a full moon, and on the top of everything, that can cause a lot of intense energy. Okay, but if you look at it, the intense energy, and you see through the confusion, then the confusion is gonna get clear. And the confusions that gets clear, it's gonna get even clearer more and more. That is coming with Mars joining Neptune and Pisces. All this confusion, all this fogginess, all this stuff, all of a sudden they're gonna get clear. And during the report for the moon eclipse, you are going to see something very strange in here. Okay, so hi Jenny, thank you for having you here. We are going to be experiencing right now this energy of the Mercury, who is a retrograde. It's got this positiveness towards Mars and Neptune. It is about to review your past confusions, review what you did in the past, prepare yourself for something good. Jupiter is moving forward, and you feel like I have to act now, but Mercury retrograde, it's telling you learn before you jump on the train. You have to know where you're going. Okay, and Mars, since it's confused, is like, you know what, let me hold on. There is another energy there right now. You are definitely experiencing. If you're the divine feminine energy inside of you, or your feminine energy, we have a Venus joint Chiron and Aries, and that energy of Venus joining Chiron, it's healing the female. But there is a one very right now it's a divine energy with the moon and Scorpio, and this is going to be a process where the divine feminine will dive deep within itself and figure it out what it's the love from within, what it needs to heal within the love. And now the moon is going to move tomorrow, and all of a sudden the moon and the Venus and Chiron, that's not going to have an aspect, and you're going to be working on self-healing. Some of you gonna find this power of kind of like isolate as the feminine energy. It's gonna be come down to this position, and you're gonna feel like you need to self-heal. Don't expect somebody to heal you. They are your wounds. Dive within the wounds in there and heal it. And there's gonna be this power of Chiron that's gonna be like, I have to heal my wrongdoings, because by wrongdoings I harm myself. This is going to be very much into, because it is in Aries. Okay, whatever I do it to myself. That's what this is. That's the lesson of Aries that exists. You might be experiencing a lot of good positive energy of transformation that comes from Pluto. Pluto is telling you, like, let's go back in time and review this. This energy is going to be for a while. Even the next year, Pluto is going to go into Aquarius, but then it's going to come back. It's going to go even a year after that. It's going to go, and then he's going to come back a little bit because he moves slow. But you're going to feel this new energy that during this transformation, he's going to prepare you for the journey comes forward. Okay, you might want to feel it now through all those Mercury retrogrades for the next 2 years ahead. So be mindful that the Sun joined the North Node. Now it's separating. Maybe in the past day or two, you see something that involved your destiny. It's involved your parts. If you want to understand if there is something to do with your person and relationships, take a look if there is a planet involved directly with the North Node, with the thing now, or the South Node, the things from the past, because you will help you to find the lessons there, to kind of like helping you out. Okay, this is a 22 degrees. So if you look at it 22 degrees, that's going to be right in here. When the moon comes up, that is where the south node is currently, and Scorpio. And when you are born, the north and the south nodes in your natal chart, when you're born, in your birth chart, they're someplace. And take a look at it, this south and north node, where they are. Because right now, when at the moon, it's kind of like it's going to be crossing the 22 degree. That's going to be like within the next 8 hours. It's going to give you a message about your past karma. Someone's going to comes in, confirm something from your past karma. Something is going to happen. But when this happens, okay, Saturn, he creates this squaring here, which is you guys going to see it later on, of that knots. And Saturn is going to teach you right now. It's like, before you move forward with your destiny, why just not take the lessons from your past? And some of you during this Mercury retrograde, you are going to feel it. That's what this astrology report is also for, adding Mercury retrograde information as well. As you see it here is that squaring. The moon, it's exiting Scorpio and moves into a Sag. to a Sagittarius. As you see it here, though, it's a lot of red, a lot of intense energy. If you have to zoom in so you can see better the colors. But we also have a lot of blue. It's going to kind of be kind of like a 50-50. It all depends of you, how you're going to take the energies from the planets. Um, so Pluto is going to have a lot of help with transformation. At the same time, the moon, it's going to be pouring this squaring. And the squares here with Saturn that I'll just talk about it, they're going to be very much on effects. And during these positions, be mindful of your thoughts, your actions, your assumptions, because Mars is still confused. Okay, the divine masculine is still confused. All right, but there is something important here, as you see it, is the wings. Those wings in here. If you look at it in the blue, they have this wings there, like um, like this. I don't know if you see it the way I'm drawing it up here. This is the wings of taking you forward. This is the wings if you're angel moving forward. This is the energy that transforms you, that's changing you. And that energy will gonna come up stronger during the week. Okay, use that energy. Do use yourself, looking deep inside of you, because there's gonna be a time when on the next day, by the way, when the moon really enters um, Sagittarius, you want to express it. You want to talk to someone. You want to express this. There is something very important that's going to happen. This is going to be on Tuesday. As you see it, there is a divine energy here between the moon and the North Node. And this is why it's very specific to this energy is you finally understand your destiny. You finally learn the mistakes from the past. You finally got into that you have to solve your destiny. Very good moment for this. Very great things. Um, and Amy, thank you for coming in. Soon after this astrology report for the week, I'm going to make a specific video exactly about this lunar eclipse because it's gonna need some more dived in. Okay, so I will explain in there in a depth, and I'm gonna go over to all the questions specifically about the lunar eclipse. YouTube doesn't allow me to create warnings for two videos one after another, or two videos the same day, or two videos to make a post. He asked for extra software, he asked for extra keys, and some us for. So, Josh, yep, needs more information. This is intense here in Australia now. Yeah, I'm telling you this right now in the astrology report because of what's going to happen during the lunar eclipse. You will have to get the aftermath, and the aftermath, it's the energy that's going to come after. And this is why I'm making this astrology report, so you guys can learn not only the things that's going to happen during the process, but also you're going to learn of the energy that comes after, because the lunar eclipse, it's going to have an effect for a day, which is tomorrow, and some portion of today. But what about after? Okay, not only one event, but what about after? Okay. Yeah, Amy, it's gonna be a big one, and that's why if I mixed the one with the other, it's gonna take me 2 hours to do astrology report involving the lunar eclipse. Okay, so stay tuned. I'm gonna make another live right after this. It's gonna be okay. All right, just I want you to pay attention on the information that's coming up right now to you guys. As you see it here, Mars, it's approaching this Neptune. They're in the same degree. They're in the same position. You see them in the line, in alignment. Right now, the divine masculine, the warrior from within, he finally says, like, I have to know the truth. I have to say the truth. I have to speak it up. And that's what the moon in Sag, it is about to tell you. Now it's the God's time. But we have a Mercury retrograde. Do you gonna tell the person or you gonna tell yourself? Okay, this is like before you do something towards about someone, accept it. What are you gonna accept if that person is you? And that is a huge overview that you need to look at it internally inside of yourself. Okay. um, Venus is going to be separating from Chiron. You're going to feel like, as a feminine, it's kind of like it's time to go forward. I healed, it's time to go forward. But the healing is now. The moment will be now, not like later on. Okay. And this energy is going to be presented on Tuesday. Wednesday, the moon is moving to Capricorn. There's going to be some square towards this union here of Mars and Neptune. Some of the stuff that you're going to see, you're not going to like it. Would you going to go ahead and like your own faults, the things that you did wrong? Would you accept yourself? Would you forgive yourself? You know, before you ask for forgiveness, you have to forgive yourself. You know that, and that's what the moon and a Capricorn when it comes in, because Capricorn is about the truth. Be a professional. Be a professional in everything you do in life. That's what cardinal thing says, because it's on earth. It happens on the ground. But we have the karma that it's the north node. We have in Taurus. We have Uranus is in Taurus. The universe says your stuff on the earth, on the ground. And now, since the moon is going to trigger this, have you been the right masculine energy on the ground into the present? And a lot of you is going to go ahead and feel this energy. Could be intense, aggravate, but look at inside of you and change it. You're the one who's going to change it. Because if you look at the green lines here, that is the divine lines, that towards the Mercury retrograde and the sun. What are you going to tell yourself? Would you admit your own faults? And this energy is going to be beautiful if you admit your own wrongdoings. Okay, because you are going to be the judge of your own self. All right. Yes, Maria, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, with some of you, I can feel the energy that goes on through the chat, and you guys know what's cooking here. Okay, be mindful that will be on Wednesday, Thursday. The moon is going to be a mid Capricorn. It's going to square Venus. Here's a time about Venus to kind of like, hey, you fix the divine masculine, but how about the divine feminine inside of you? Because you guys have the both energies. And now the divine feminine is going to be like, yeah, I got to stop doing what I was doing because it's not right. Because by hurting you, I hurt myself. Because in you have the energy of me. We're talking about if it's for the twin flames, soulmates, and any relationships. The person who is on the other side of you, they have your energy within. They have some kind of energy that they have within inside. By hurting them, don't forget, you also live inside of that person, even if that's a karmic relationships. So take a look inside of that. That's going to be on the menu. There is also a supporting of the masculine. It's kind of like a relax, have this, be of the professional, but perform as a professional into relationships. And we're zooming in here. You see the energy change. How about this? A beautiful straight energy, because the moon is joining Pluto. Transformation. You're gonna feel good if you did the proper transformation, guys. You're gonna be feel great for it, whatever that is, whatever you need to transform. If you did that right, you see it, this blue triangle. What if you didn't? Well, what if you didn't is Saturn. It's gonna be says like you can move forward until you don't do good. And a lot of it, people who hasn't done this inner work of transformation, they're going to feel it. You're going to feel it like you're blocked. There's nothing go right in life. It's like what I'm not doing. Saturn is actually helps you to go back. He's going to turn retrograde after Mercury is retrograde, and he prepares you for these lessons. If you didn't learn the lesson, he's going to show you the lessons down the road. It's coming up. And that's one of the things is like you're either going to listen what life tells you and be good and everything's going to move okay with life, or if you haven't learned the lesson, I'll make you teach and learn the lessons. And there's going to be a lot of lessons coming up because this is an Aquarius we're talking about. If it doesn't happen one way, it's going to happen the other way. If you don't want to learn the good way, it's going to be the bad way. If you don't want to learn with some other things, you're going to learn. All right? Maybe feel like a pressure, force, but that's what it is. The teacher is in the room and you have to follow the rules. That's what's Saturn for you. Okay? Saturday, the moon, it's going to be an Aquarius. It's going to be kind of like squaring the North Node. Whoops. Did you learn the new things about what you need to do? Did you? Yeah, if you're going to be working or get the right message for it. We're going to have a beautiful joinment of Mercury retrograde and the Sun. And it's kind of like a pretty cute because it's in the cusp. Okay, the cusp, that is the time between one and another zodiac sign, which is during this, you can have the energies from the both zodiac sign, which is, in this case, it's Taurus and Gemini. Very kind of like an esoteric part. When you have a planet that's in this position of 0 degrees, you kind of like have a 8 degrees of the one side and the 8 degrees of the other. And as you see it here, within the 8 degrees, it's the North Node. And pretty much like 9 degrees, almost 10 here, it's Lilith up here. And during this period, Mercury retrograde is going to be, I'm giving you the message. And the message is what is your material, kind of like a material relationships with friends, friendship. Do you doing the things as friendship? And the Gemini, there are always two of them. Okay, the one can say take the positive, the other can get the negative side. But it's going to be a message for you of your perception. Is that going to change? It's going to put you in the right thing. And is that energy, as you see it here, it's strong. I mean, it empowers Jupiter, it empowers Mars, who is ready to move. into Aries. It's empower Neptune. At the same time, that energy is empowering Pluto to transform. It's going to be a good message. It's going to be a great message for you. Okay. And Sunday, we are going to have the moon. It's going to pass by Saturn, and it's going to kind of like, here he is, learn. You may be during on Sunday, you will have intense energy, but maybe you're going to be also going to a place to seek new informations, to seek new things, to seek something that you don't know, but it was given to you as a message. And you're going to be looking for additional help. Maybe you can go to the library. Maybe you can go on the internet. You can research videos. You can research things. You are going to looking for new ways, because understanding Aquarius is like this. Today I'm going to be looking tarot. Yeah, I got a tarot. I got a book. I read through it pretty quick. I spread the cards and I read it and I see what that is. And here it comes Tuesday. It's like, what is going to be today? I'm going to be doing radiesthesia. You go, you get yourself a pendulum, and you're like writing things and you're searching stuff. Wednesday comes in, it's about astrology, and you're like, oh my God, this is too much for me. I have to invest more time. Then you decide that don't waste your time with an astrology. You go ahead and call person, and you're like, can you do a psychic reading for me? Which is usually that's what happens. And here we go. It is about this, but you will find a new ways, because that's what the Aquarius is. Okay, the Aquarius look in the old ways and it says like they haven't worked. I have to find something new, and that's what the Aquarius is continuous seeking to improve something. But you also have a Saturn there. That means that you also have to learn something new about yourself. All right. So that is a hi CJ. Good morning. So I will take like a 10 minutes break, and guys, we are going to do the overview of the lunar eclipse that's coming up. Get your questions ready. Go do something, and we are going to dive deep from within of this lunar eclipse energy, because it's very good, it's very intense, but also it's a very transforming, because the best way you can do, the best gift you can do for your life is transform. All right, stay tuned. It's going to be like 10 to 15 minutes. Thank you guys. I'll see you in a bit.